Hey, everybody. Usually you have just me, but today you get me and my 12-year-old daughter. So everybody be nice. Um, we went and saw the new Lilo and Stitch movie, and the movie gets as it's done very well at the box office. Um, but it gets some kind of hate from certain corners of the internet. And we wanted to come out and talk about what I liked about it, what she liked about it, because we both enjoyed it. So I thought I would let Aaron go first. What
Why
did you?
me? But
Why? Of course, Aaron. All right. So one of the things I liked about it was it it's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. It's not a shot for shot, scene for scene remake of the animated feature. It's different because if it was exactly the same movie, what would be the point to going and seeing it? Because we had the original. But this one's different enough that it keeps a lot of the same beats, right? It keeps a lot of the same, you know, Lilo, of course, is a little kid, and the older sister is trying to take care of her. They've lost their parents. They're trying to figure out what that means to be a family. So, of course, the natural reaction is to adopt a pet that turns out to be a space alien, um, which is kind of fun. And then, of course, you throw Stitch into the equation, and Stitch doesn't know what it's like to behave, so he's going all crazy. But he's cute. And what was it he said, Aaron?
he's like
He's both cute and
fluffy,
fluffy, right? So
fluffy.
he uh but the whole movie, and I think some of the criticism of it is because the movie's about family and what it means to be a family and what it means to have that sense of friendship and connection. And I think the movie gets that across just as well as the animated film did, right? I mean, is that what you kind of
Yeah,
got out?
yeah.
Even though Stitch did have a few little accidents as he was learning to figure out how to behave.
Accidents. A little. They were a little bit bigger than little.
What was your favorite Stitch moment?
Where he brought his little creator
Uh-huh.
and they destroyed the entire house, and then basically said, "Oops, my bad."
Well, I did like the part where Lilo called the creator a hairy potato, and he took offense to
Furry
that.
potato, and then he blew down the door.
Yeah, they did have a few little accidents in the house. That
They
kind of
weren't
stayed the
little.
same, and there were a few other beats that stayed the same, right? So you still got the galactic whatever trying to figure out how to tell the to keep Stitch under control. Stitch does kind of become, yeah, he does sort of have this thing where he likes to destroy things, but what are you gonna do?
That's
Um,
just a little minor misconception about him.
he's just
Minor.
needed someone to love and hug.
Yes.
Once he got a few hugs, it was okay.
And then he protected her, so it kind of paid off in the end.
He did protect her a lot, and he was better than a
Yeah.
dog. And because he could take a punch like no dog could ever take, man.
He's kind of invincible,
Except except for water. He has an
except for
issue with
water.
water.
No water.
So he moves to an island. That's a good idea. Huh.
That's a great idea.
But it's Hawaii, so it's really pretty. Now the thing people are picking on is the end, right? Because they keep saying, oh, the criticism is coming because, like, well, the movie says nobody gets left behind, but then the sister runs off to college, right? So that's not fair. But it's not like she left her 6-year-old sister to wander around the island by herself, right?
Yeah, like she has a trusted adult that they've known for their entire life, too, plus Stitch, and the CIA guy still checks in sometimes.
Yeah, so it's not like they left her alone, right? They left her with the neighbor they both grew up around. They left her with a
Yeah.
neighbor who's been in their life since they were born. They left her with two space aliens watching over her and a CIA guy. And it's not like the sister was running off to just say, bye, I don't care about you anymore. I'll see you later. I'm out, right? She was going off to
Yeah.
college to try to figure out how to become a marine biologist to get a better job, right?
It's
Because,
like better for the future.
yeah, so it was like a plan for the future. And even off at college, they were on Zoom and or FaceTime or whatever and talking to each other. So anyway, which one did you like better, the animated one or the new one?
So I would think that I would kind of level them at the same rank because
Mhm.
the original one, it's good. It's the original, so it's obviously I wouldn't say better necessarily, but it's kind of different in its own ways. Like it's a
Mhm.
cartoon, and the new one, it's the live action, and I mean like some parts are different, obviously, because you just can't have a remake of the old one. But I would say that they have differences, but they're kind of like at the same level
Yeah, I mean the gags are different, right? So it's not all the same jokes. I mean, some of the jokes are similar, but it's like you had one in the car that you're saying, oh, that didn't make it into the movie, but they had other jokes in its place, right? So one of your favorite jokes from the animated series was which one did you say you wanted to
like
have in this?
when Stitch was like talking to the older sister, and the older sister says, "Admit it, you can talk," and then Stitch just talks, and then she hits him with a stick because she's scared.
It's like you told him to talk, and that was in the
Yeah,
animated
you
one.
told him to talk.
Yeah, but and that didn't make it into the live action, but there were other jokes in its place, and I think they did a great job of keeping the same overtone, but adding new things to make it more interesting. And yeah, it's Hawaii, so of course you have surfing and other stuff that's all similar. But and of course the sister gets fired a lot because Lilo
Of Stitch.
and Stitch help at work, but
Yeah,
they
I
don't
mean, like,
really
she didn't
help.
get fired before, so maybe it was Stitch's fault, but that's fine.
Maybe it was Stitch's fault. He ate glass.
No, he ate sand, crayons, almost fire,
Well, he did start a fire.
too.
Well, yeah, but he was trying to juggle flames, and it just didn't quite really go his way. So
Really?
it's
I think it kind of went his way. He almost burned down an entire restaurant joint.
well, he tried.
It might have been an accident.
Might have been an accident. Okay,
Might
so
have.
which one's cuter, live action Stitch or animated Stitch?
Live action.
Live action Stitch is cuter.
He's he just looks more cuddly and soft. Because
Cuddly soft.
in the cartoon, it's kind of more blocky, and you don't really see like the fur, but he's still cute.
All right. What would you tell people who said, "Oh, I don't want to see it because the end is different"? What would you tell them?
I would say, well, I mean, like it's better for the future, so I kind of would just say something surrounding like there's still like talking and like it's like long distance, but
I mean, the sisters are still sisters. They're in each other's lives.
yeah,
They're not like
and
bye. It's
they're
not
like
the way it
bye
works.
forever. I don't want to see you anymore. That no, they're like talking almost every day.
Mhm.
Um and yeah, they can also like see each other over holidays, like a normal college thing would be.
Yeah,
Just
and she left her with somebody who she knew anyway, right? So it's not like she
yeah,
goes,
so
"Hey, here, stranger, take my sister." That's not how they did it. So it was a tough.
it was like
I think it was a really hard choice for the older sister to make because the older sister didn't want to go, and she was like,
yeah, but
"I'm staying."
Lilo kind of Lilo kind of forced her because she's like, I want you to have a future, I want you to have a job, and
Mhm.
I want you to like do this and don't just like don't worry about me because I have this close family friend that I can live with.
Mhm. Yeah, so I think she made the tough choice and went off and did the right thing. All right, so I think it's a good movie. Aaron thinks it's a good movie. We've been to see it. If you haven't seen it and you don't want to, hey, that's great. But if you're on the fence, give it a shot, man. It's a great film. I had a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's probably one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
She said it was better than the Minecraft movie.
Well, that's just obvious.
All right, all right. Cool. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll probably do it. We'll probably talk about other movies eventually because we do watch a lot of them together. And right now, she's actually watching the final season of Only Murders in the Building, at least
Seen
until
it,
the
I'm rewatching
last
it.
one. Yeah.
I'm rewatching it.
And you have to give credit to this kid. How many times have you seen all of Stranger Things now?
I think maybe 5 times all of the seasons. 5 times.
Yeah, she's a Stranger Things kid. All right. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.
Mhm.